Hi, welcome, and thank you for joining. Today, we will talk about environmental justice. Joining me today is Kendall Chappell. She's from the University of Chicago on her third year. Kendall?
I go to the University of Chicago. I'm a third year and I'm majoring in environmental science. And I'm very interested in environmental law and I plan to pursue that after college. And I have been in the Paul Douglas Institute, which is a student-run think tank since last year. And currently I'm leading a project with them now on Illinois environmental justice policies and how global environmental justice policies can be implemented in Illinois.
Could you give us a definition, a tangible definition, as to what environmental justice means?
Yeah, it comes from the idea that lower income and minority communities have suffered a lot more than the upper class when it comes to environmental issues such as water quality and air quality. And so it's really based in making sure that everyone has equal opportunity to succeed in their environments and which shouldn't be hindered by like air quality or water quality or things that they can't really control.
Have you had the chance to also look at it from an international point?
Yeah, I have. I've looked some internationally. The less wealthy countries, there tends to be more of a focus towards, I guess, providing people energy to begin with, where like not everyone has that access at all. So I guess it's not as focused on lowering the cost as it is just making sure that people can access it at all. And in the more wealthy countries, there is a focus on trying to make sure that people aren't energy poor. And like, for example, in France, they have energy vouchers, which have allowed like lower income individuals to have a like yearly stipend to either spend on renovations, on renovating like their houses or to make sure that they're more energy efficient or to pay their bills.
You're a student, you're in your third year, right? At the University of Chicago, and you have 1 year left for your undergrad. Do you plan on continuing with environmental justice for the rest of your academic career?
Yes, I do. I think that it's really important and it covers kind of everything in environmental policy, environmental law, and I think it's in really any aspect you go into, it's really is a focus and should be a focus. So yes, I do.
What do you hope to do eventually?
I hope to work for a nonprofit like the Sierra Club or the NRDC, and I would like to do litigation and go to court and sue like factories and that sort of thing
Yeah.
for violating.
You happen to be, of a younger generation, and so do you think that that also contributed to your own desire to really get into environmental science and eventually move into environmental law?
Yeah, well, I guess I've kind of always been interested in environmental science, and I think that it's definitely has become a more, I guess, popular topic, I guess, as kind of the years go on and climate change is definitely more spoken about. So I
Mhm.
think definitely it has, I guess, over time become a lot more, I guess, a subject that a lot more people are interested in. And like you said, a subject that a lot of people are talking about now. So yeah. Mhm.
So are there things that we could do or that you suggest that we really keep in mind?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the most important thing is to just make sure that your voice is heard and that you kind of, I guess, like write to Congress or make sure that you kind of make sure that your congressman is like aware that you are very supportive of environmental issues and just make your support known, because Congress ultimately has to listen to the people. And I know that a majority of Americans do think that climate change is an issue and they do think that it's really important to address. So I think that Congress really should be following suit with that. So I think that the most important thing right now is sort of local movements and grassroots movements. So it kind of trickles up to the top.
From your perspective, what's something that people really need to take away when it comes to environmental justice, or maybe environmental law, or just like in general? What's something that really you are very, very eager, or that it that you believe that people really need to take away from this?
Well, I know that some of the hesitance with climate change and environmental issues is that a lot of people may feel like it may hurt them financially, or like fossil fuel workers may feel like they'll be out of a job or they'll be homeless. I think it's really important to know that there are policies that are trying to be implemented that will prevent that, and that like no one will be left behind in climate change, and everyone will be like, no one will end up poor or homeless or anything like that because of this transition. And that's exactly what environmental justice is really trying to address and make sure that awareness is brought to.
Thank you for being part of this, and we're
Yeah,
really happy
thank
that you
you.
were able to join.
Thank you, me too.